Today we are going to be replacing a curing unit and fan on the HP Latex 3000 series printer. Please remember to turn off the printer before working on it. The error we have today is a no fan spinning detected on module for chamber to dot. The modules and units are numbered starting from the right to the left. For this repair you will need a Phillips screwdriver, AT20 driver, small Dykes wire cutter, and some small and large zip ties. There are 2 screws below the curing chamber. You will need to loosen both of these using a Phillips screwdriver. Starting from right to left, right being number 1, left being number 2, we will need to replace curing module number 2. Loosen the screw below the corresponding curing unit. Once this is loose, there are 2 cables, one leading to each side, that go to the top. Follow these cables and disconnect them and remove them. Once the cables are disconnected and the curing module is loose, give a slight pull downward and then remove it. While you have the unit out, now is a great time to wipe out the inside of the curing area. This area gets built up with lint and dust and can clog the holes, which then causes curing issues. In your replacement curing unit box, you will find the curing unit and 2 packs of cables. I recommend replacing these cables while you are replacing the curing unit. Cut the zip ties from both cables. You will need to remove the white cable from the clip when replacing curing unit 2. If you are doing curing unit 1, you can leave it in the clip. When installing the curing unit, slide it into the chamber on an angle. Once it's in, line up the top tabs with the notches and lift it into place. Tighten the Phillips head screw to secure it in place. Run your 2 cables up through the grommets. Black cable goes to the left side, white cable to the right side. Next, lower the lid down so you can access the black screws to the lid. There are 4 T20 screws, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Start by removing the bottom 2 screws, then the top 2. Once you remove the cover, We now need to replace the 2 sets of cables that came in the box. You will need to remove the wire ties from these cables. When you remove the black connector from the board, look at the 3 loops that are on the connector. There's a brown, red, and orange loop. These identify what module they are connected to. In this case, we are going to cut the orange loop. Be sure to cut both sides and that they don't touch. Cut the zip tie holding the 2 black boxes in place. Cut the zip ties holding the double black cables. Once these are cut, you can connect the new cables. Open the lid and connect the new cables to the curing units. Each cable is labeled for curing unit 1 or 2. Be sure to connect it to the correct curing unit. 1 is on the right, 2 is on the left. The same goes for the cables on the left side of the unit. Each cable is labeled for unit 1 or 2. Once these are connected, you can clean up your cables so they don't get pinched when closing the lid. Then zip tie the black boxes back in place. And secure the dual black cables with small zip ties. Once all cables are resecured, you can put the black cover back on, starting with the bottom 2 screws. Finish up by closing the cover and screwing in the 2 Phillips screws on the bottom. Turn the power back on, and you should be ready to print again. Please remember to like and subscribe to our page for more tips, tricks, and repairs. If you would like us to make a video on something, please leave a comment below, and we will do our best to make the video for you.